Story number 9.
Train creep. I've kept this one inside for nearly 15 years now. Finding the right platform to relieve a burden is nice. I'm writing this in the year 2024, in April. When I was 15, I went to a show in Liverpool, UK with a friend. My friend told me he was staying at a friend's house, so I boarded a 25-minute train home alone. This was the last train home. Around 23:30, I found a seat and stared out of the window as if the city lights faded into peripheral twinkles. Some 5 minutes in, my trance was broken by the soft croak of an older guy, maybe 50, with dusty blonde hair and aviator frame glasses.
Hello, young man. Are you okay? You look lonely.
Shocked and confused, I nodded. I'm okay, thanks.
The name's Dean. Do you like smoking weed and drinking beers? I've got some at my house. Are you stopping at Creo? You could pop in.
No, I'm getting off at Runcorn. I mistakenly reply, cringing internally. I excuse myself to use the bathroom. As I made my way hastily across the carriage, the twinkling city lights, now replaced by dank fields and semi-urban decay, I peeked back, noticing the man playing with what seemed to be a needle. I speed up to the bathroom and locked the door. It was only 10 more minutes until my stop. The next stop is Runcorn. The next stop is Runcorn. I don't think a digitized train announcement has ever sounded so heavenly. I threw the door open and bolted to the exit. As my feet touched the station floor, I felt a firm grip on my shoulder. Looking back in fear and trying to shake off the grip, I acted fast and instinctively I shouted, "Dad!" at a completely empty on the other side of the gate. The now stumbling backwards Dean let out a
Oh, fuck.
under his breath and ran to the other side of the train, while I ran through the gate, sprinted all the way home and told my parents, who told the police. We never heard anything.
Wow, I don't think I've read a scarier account than yours in this thread. Shouting out that was genius. This guy uses the late night train as his personal hunting grounds.
Thank you. And yeah, that was beyond terrifying.
I'm really sorry that happened to you. It sounded terrifying. Good shout on calling out to your dad. Great impro. Nicely written. You have such a lovely way with words. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I still vividly recall it. And thank you very much. Story number 10. Man waited for me after my friend's shift. I'm staying with my friend, also 23, for a couple of weeks in the town I grew up in. She works at a restaurant. Without giving away too many details about the location, it's a plaza with a river nearby, a movie theater, restaurants, and boutiques. We enter through the parking garage, which has 3 stories, both elevators and stairs. This is important. She had a 6-hour shift, so I decided to do some shopping, listen to music, and walk around before eating at the restaurant my friend works at. I was sitting at the bar on the corner alone, listening to music. A bigger man approached me. He had a security guard beanie on that was incredibly dirty and tattered up. He was muttering, and his eyes were barely open. What I got from his muttering was, "Are you?" and "I like your." "Is anyone sitting?" Not sure. But keep in mind, it was incredibly muttered. I'm just guessing what he was trying to say. All of this was said while he was switching back and forth between looking into my eyes and staring at my chest. I told him multiple times I couldn't understand what he said. After a bit of back and forth, I put the headphones back around my neck and he left me alone. I told my friend about what happened immediately. I tried to shake it off, hoping it was an isolated incident. If this is where the story ended, I wouldn't be writing this, unfortunately. About an hour later or so, I see someone approach the bar to my left out of the corner of my eye, and I felt their eyes on me. I didn't look, but somehow I knew it was him. My heart started beating really fast. I texted my friend and I told her I felt really sketched out. I wanted to believe that I was misreading things and I was just letting anxiety get the best of me, but I couldn't shake the feeling. 30 minutes or so later, she gets off. As we walked towards the parking garage stairs to get to our car, I saw him sitting on a bench waiting for me. The benches aren't super close to the elevators. They are closer to the restaurant, if anything. The second I spotted him, my blood ran cold. He saw us walking towards the stairs to the parking garage and started running towards us. I was face to face with him by the time we got to the top of the stairs. We booked it back to the restaurant and used the employee elevator to get to her car. And an employee escorted us to the car as well. The employee told us that there are a lot of cases of homeless people who walk around the restaurants. So I presume he was homeless and just walking in and out of restaurants until he saw me. I'm incredibly thankful I trusted my gut and that I saw him. I don't know what would have happened to us if I didn't see him at first, but I don't want to find out. To this stranger, let's not meet. And TLDR, too long did not read, a man attempted to approach me multiple times while I was at the bar alone. He waited for me on a bench and chased me to the parking garage when he saw me walk out of the bar. I'm on mobile, so I apologize if the formatting is shit. And please ignore the typo on the title. And edit to add 6 hours isn't that long? Come on, that's what you're focused on?
I can't believe everyone is talking about the shaft length. Is that really what everyone talking about? That's wild. That's utterly ridiculous. I'm sorry you had to go through that though. It's good you are aware of your surroundings though and we're able to maneuver it in a way where nothing happened to you. It's crazy to me what guys will do, especially the ones who never get laid, to try to talk to a girl when the girls most definitely aren't interested. I'm sorry that happened to you. Looking to getting a small teaser that you can use for self-defense. If I happened to work night shift while I was employed in law enforcement, I would actually walk female, male, and bar employees to their cars if I was the area just to make sure they weren't accosted. There was one Saturday night I was actually off duty at a party at the club across my bar I used to go to. I went across the street because I knew a friend was working there. I was told she just left and was walking to her car, so I wanted over towards the parking allotted. Happened to step past the corner and saw her pressed against the wall in fear. from the big deer who was looming over her, and I walked up and I asked what was going on, while obviously pulling my shield from under my shirt. The guy says my baggage turns and run, and I helped my friends to her car and told her the next time she needs to text me when she is leaving. No exceptions. I don't care what day it is and what time it is. They end.